up, guys, and welcome back to the Tim Sports Talk. And today we're talking about Mr. John Bates III, our fourth-round pick in this year's draft. And who is his comp, all right? I've heard a lot of people try to compare him like George Kittle or Greg Olsen, Hunter Henry I've seen a comparison to, Zach Ertz, Travis Kelce. And you look at those guys, and you do not see the same dude, okay? He way better stats in college, or way more like speed, more explosion. The athleticism was completely different, and I didn't see any comparison that I liked. And I'm just like, full disclosure, I hated this pick the moment it came through, okay? I was like, it didn't make sense to me. If you wanted a tight end, Tommy Trimble was there in the third round, right before this pick. So why did we use it on John Bates? Because I did not like any of the tight ends other than the top four. And it just really, really confused me on why they ended up taking this. And I think even Brevin Jordan was on the board at that time, a nice explosive receiving tight end. And I was confused. And then I looked into him, saw basically no stats, saw basically no athleticism, and I'm just like, we just got a run-blocking tight end that is going to be another problem where he's coming in the game and they know we're not going to throw the ball. And I wasn't finding any comparisons that I liked as far as receiving, like a blocking and receiving tight end. Nothing. Until finally somebody brought up to me the name Kyle Rudolph. And if we look at Kyle Rudolph, and I come down here, and immediately I see, okay, 4.83 40-yard dash, and we come back for John Bates and 4.84 40-yard dash. So very, very similar speed. As far as size goes, Mr. Kyle Rudolph is 1 inch taller. So 78 inches compared to 77, so 6'6 compared to 6'5, and he was a little bit heavier coming in to the league at 259, and John Bates is 250, but obviously, John Bates has plenty of size to play the tight end position. 6'5", 250 is plenty big enough to play at this level. Now, if you look at the vertical leap, you have a little bit better for Kyle Rudolph at 34.5 compared to 31.5. But the broad jump, you have John Bates a little bit better at 120 inches compared to 113 inches. So the explosion is actually not that different when you look at their vertical and broad jump. Now, quickness, a 4.37 20-yard shuttle for Kyle Rudolph, while John Bates was a 4.35, so a little bit more quickness, but basically the same. And then the 3-cone drill, so lateral quickness, you got 7.24 compared to 6.85. So John Bates actually a little bit quicker on his feet than Kyle Rudolph. And I started to see a comparison here. I'm like, all right, there we go, not bad. We look at Kyle Rudolph's stats in college. Neither one of these guys really blew you off, great stats. But you see here, best season was 364 yards and 3 touchdowns at Notre Dame in 2009 for Kyle Rudolph. And the best season for John Bates was also 2 years ago. His junior season was 22 catches, 273 yards, and a touchdown. I like this comparison a lot better. And if we can get Kyle Rudolph's numbers out of John Bates, that would actually please me a lot coming out of a fourth-round pick. Kyle Rudolph was also a second-round pick for Minnesota. Now, his best season was 132 targets, 83 catches, 840 yards, and 7 touchdowns. He also had a season with 9 touchdowns, another one with 8, and he had 2 Pro Bowl seasons, one in 2012 and one in 2017. And this would be an awesome fourth-round pick if this is what Mr. John Bates can turn into. Now, I'm not crowning him as Kyle Rudolph immediately, but why do I also see other things in their game and in their play style that this is a good comp? Neither one of them is breaking you off at the top of the route or blowing by you with their great speed. They are just big dudes with great hands that go up and get it no matter if they're covered or not. So they're going to have to be schemed open. A lot of times you see John Bates, his highlights are schemed open, so he's just running into an open zone, and then he gets hit, great catch. And then another thing is they're both red zone targets. They could be single or double covered. You throw it up, they're so big. You think about the Kyle Rudolph catch from Kirk Cousins in the playoff game to beat the Saints. They're just so big, they don't get separation. They just go up and go get it with their strong hands. And they're also both great run-blocking tight ends. That's kind of what they were both picked up to do at first. They were, hey, You're going to come in, you're going to block, and then we're going to get you open in the pass game, and you're going to catch it when it comes your way. And Kyle Rudolph did that all throughout his career, and he's still doing it. He's now in New York, so we'll see how the older tight end can hold up. He's going to be 32 years old this year. But John Bates, if John Bates can be Kyle Rudolph, we got something here. And I'm glad that I finally found, at least for my sake, a reasonable comp, because I was sick of the George Kittle comps. I'm like, George Kittle ran a 4.53, okay? George Kittle is actually a beast, okay? And way better run blocker, in my opinion, than John Bates, because George Kittle is just a freak of nature, okay? He's not going to be George Kittle. We're not going to get a 1,200-yard season with 11 touchdowns, okay? We're never going to see that with John Bates. But Kyle Rudolph numbers are very, very doable in the same style for John Bates, and I hope that's what we end up getting. You guys let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Also in the description below, there's a Discord link. Hop on our Discord and come talk some football. And last but not least, there are donation links in the description below. If you feel so kind, you could donate to the channel. John Bates, Kyle Rudolph. Come on. Kyle Rudolph 2.0. Let's get it. I hope that's what we have. And until next time, see ya!